no one knows where he is. No one knows where his body is to this day. They just know he's dead. I could lean into this article that got written about me about 4 weeks ago on Candy's Dirt. If you web search my name and Autograph Construction, it'll be like the 5th thing that comes up. And it's about all the liens that I've filed against deadbeats who don't pay their bills. I don't really want to draw attention to that, but it's pretty fucking controversial. And, yeah, there it is. Roofing contractor sued for filing fraudulent liens, halting sale of Plano home.
More like Candy's nuts.
And that gal, Candy, was supposed to come on the podcast. And when they reached out to me, I said, hey, you don't have the whole story, so you best be careful. And that's a crazy story. We were knocking doors in that neighborhood in Plano. They had just had a hailstorm. Knocked on that guy's door. He answered. He was indigent, wheelchair bound. He said, yes, I need your help. We continued to knock the doors. We said, we'll come back in a couple hours. His name was Mr. Richard Royster. We come back to our cars, and notice his house is on fire. We go up and pound on the door because he's wheelchair bound. We get him outside. We get the fire department there. It's a total loss. He signs with us to rebuild his house. As we are finishing the job, he just totally disappears. Completely disappears. So we had to live outside of the house for like a year because we had to rebuild the whole thing. And he went and stayed at one of these extended stay type places. And these 2 women who were living there kind of started to befriend him. These gals were grifters. And they moved in with him once we got the house move-in ready, but we still had some things to complete on the outside. We got all his appliances, furniture, everything delivered, hooked up, got his power back on, water back on, etc. And then he just disappears. We can't get him on the phone. He has alienated his only living kin because his wife was dead. His wife's son, who's his stepson, won't talk to us. Says, I hate the guy. I changed my last name away from his last name. My upbringing was terrible. Fuck you. I don't want anything to do with this. And we're like, yeah, but the work's about to be done and we have to finish processing this insurance claim. No, don't want to hear about it. So can't get a hold of this guy. No one knows where he is. No one knows where his body is to this day. They just know he's dead, which means that the county or the state had to bury him, and they don't know where he's buried. We did all kinds of research trying to figure out, is the house going to be foreclosed, whatever. Yeah, the taxes went unpaid for a couple years, so the county reached out. I had to do something because if that son-in-law, if he inherited the house, again, still we didn't know if this guy was dead or not, the owner, then he was just going to sell the house and I was never going to get paid. So I had to do something. Who are you supposed to sue when you can't get a hold of anybody and you think someone's dead? His neighbors had helped him. This wheelchair-bound man had helped him for years, and he ran them off because they said, hey, you got to be real careful. These women who you met at the extended stay who are now living with you are trying to rip you off. And the Texas Rangers think there's a good chance that those women killed this guy. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And then people who want clicks go and write a bullshit article like this without having all the facts. It's pretty interesting, man. Being in business for yourself now is like a knockdown, drag out every single day. It's the challenges they're immense.